Okay, good morning everyone. This is HME 131. We are going to have a lecture on the impact of festivals on cultural tourism. In the PowerPoint presentation that I have presented to you, cultural tourism is defined by tourism industry professionals as travel directed toward experiencing the arts, heritage, and special character of a place. The culture is the main attraction of tourism, and without culture, to make a difference, a tourist site would be a boring place. Without different cultural heritages, therefore, places across the world would have little to offer as attractive tourist sites. So if you have noticed, if you are going to other places, say for example, here in the Philippines, we are very famous for having vast and diverse culture and heritages. No? So if you want to visit places, be mindful to always study and see to it the cultural heritages that they can offer and also share to you. Because other than food and destinations, it's really nice to also be social and be near to the culture of a specific country. And then the cultural tourism is defined by International Cultural Tourism Charter professionals as domestic and international tourism continues to be among the foremost vehicles for cultural exchange, providing a personal experience not only of that which has survived from the past, but of the contemporary life and society of others. So it is explained in the PowerPoint presentation. It is both local and international tourism that has been used as a part of a tourism package or destination package of a certain place in which you're going to learn the history of a place and also the present civilization, certain culture. Now, going into the development of cultural tourism through festivals, you already know what festivals are. So, usually festivals are very fun, light, and happy or bibos at nga term. So, at the type of cultural tourism, cultural festivals in particular enable intangible, meaning those things that you cannot touch. So, regional culture to attract tourists at low expenditure and spread regional culture with ease. Cultural festivals do not require fixed buildings and may make good use of existing space, just like, for example, in Sinulog. Thus, cultural festivals may be classified as economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable tourism because, say for example, ang Sinulog, sa Sinulog is sa uban ninyo nga naka-appeal na ay have not experienced Sinulog yet. Too bad it's pandemic, so we cannot see rather the Sinulog festival, but the Sinulog festival is actually using the space available, so for example sa dalan or sa mga roads, so that they can show the festival to people locally and internationally. Okay. Festivals provide an opportunity for the local people to develop and share their culture to other people, which create a sense of values and beliefs held by the individuals in a local community. And then it also provides the tourists the opportunity to see how the local communities celebrate their culture and help the visitors to interact with the host community, particularly foreigners, because Philippines is very well diverse, and as such, because of our festivals from Luzon going to Mindanao, we are very famous for festivals in which tourists or foreigners also becoming socialized through the festival. So makasabot na sila or maka-adapt sila sa cultures sa isang lugar because of the festivals that they see also. Especially sa atua, we are also tourists to other places in the Philippines. Say for example, we are here in Mindanao and we are going to go to Visayas or to Luzon, and eventually we are considered as tourists. Okay, the roles of festivals in United Kingdom, this is an example. So, desire for festivals and events is not specifically designed to address the needs of any one particular group. The hosting of events is often developed because of the tourism and economic opportunities additional to social and cultural beliefs. So, festivals are often offered in a specific area or country. It's because it opens up opportunities to people. One example is employment opportunities, and also an opportunity to showcase, the country or a specific place. The role of local communities. The festivals play a major part in a city and local community, and festivals are attractive to host communities because it helps to develop local pride and identity for the local people. It is also showcasing, how beautiful a specific culture is. For example, in Sikihor, they're very famous for voodoo or some supernatural practices. In Cebu, they're also very famous for being the center of Catholics, or the Roman Catholic or Christian community. And also here in Lana, we are also very famous for the Muslim culture. And then the people and communities that host the festival provide visitors with a vibrant and valuable culture. And then going into another role of the local community, in which they are also vital in developing tourism through festivals. And the events in turn are seen as an important tool for attracting visitors and building image with different communities. Now, we have also potential benefits of cultural tourism. So, increased resources for protection and conservation of natural and cultural heritage resources, and then increased income from tourism expenditures, those money, disposable income that are used by the tourists, and then those money will go into the community. And then increased induced income from tourism expenditures, new employment opportunities, yes, and then new induced employment opportunities, as well as increased in tax bases. And then we also have increased civic pride, leading to a better environment for economic development, improved infrastructure, revival of local traditions, and the associated income. Because, as we all know, as the 21st century is growing, some of the cultures are also liberated na. So, nawala ang iyahang singularity, meaning ilahang kibali local nila nga mga practices due to the changes also sa time, with this, the benefits of preserving cultural tourism, the tribe or the practices of a certain tribe or culture will be preserved. And then revival of local traditions, yes, and then producing potential of local people, development of local handicrafts, and then increased community visibility, leading to other economic development opportunities. We also have here potential advantages and disadvantages of cultural tourism. So much of tourism employment is seasonal in nature, and also from what is happening nowadays, it's COVID pandemic, so there are changes na sa atong employment, opportunities. So employment in this field is often low paying, understandable, because it is just a part of the Department of Tourism's activities. They are the ones kibali presenting, or showcasing the culture, but they are just chartered partners. So that's why commission lang ang makuha nila, and eventually gamay ra gyud ang sweldo. And then tourism development can produce inflation, and if not properly planned for and managed, tourism development can lead to increased cost of all commodities and real estates. And then additional advantages and disadvantages, we have pollution, increased crime, and increased traffic. Congestion can lower the attractiveness of a community or region for investors. We also have an example of that, Boracay and then Puerto Galera. They are all closed during the time of President Duterte because we have seen nga hugaw ka edikto, and all of the sewage system is not properly looked into, as well as kaning the formation of algae sa beaches nga caused by the bacteria E. coli coming from the septic tanks of hotels, and eventually it's not good for the tourists as well as sa mga locals dito. We also have increased taxes and not authentic development, which can reduce the attractiveness of an area as a tourism destination. And then we have also cultural tourists. On average, spend more than the mainstream tourists. Spend per head by cultural tourists on food and drink is around twice that of mainstream. And then cultural tourists spend more on accommodation compared to mainstream tourists. Okay, I have here given you in the PowerPoint presentation visitor expenditure, or the expenses that they are usually spending. So per visitor expenditures, we have here out-of-town visitors, we have rentals, hotel, food, and accommodation. But this is an example in an international destination. Okay, so after that, we have also social environmental impact. So we are now we are about to tackle sustainable tourism. No? So creating cultural image affect the quality of life of the local residents because of too much tourists, and then ignoring resident perceptions or the comments and views of the stakeholders, and then address concerns of the local people and reduce the negative impact. For example, those tourists are leaving plastic garbages no anywhere sa site. I have an experience of that one no, when we went to Surigao no, maybe around 2019. We just saw nga nagdaghan yun kayong mga basurang ilabay lang within sa site, sa tourist site, and it's not really appealing because you went there no to see the place and to see its beauty, and then you were leaving garbages around like ikaw ang tag-iya sa lugar. So it's not good. So eventually, some of the locals there are trying to clean the place and are orienting people to bring their plastic bags no or own trash cans, so that all of their garbages or anything mga rubbish na stuff they can bring with them no, dili na mabilin sa tourist site. And then we have here impacts on local economy. So it's been estimated that tourism is worth over 1.1 billion euros per year to Edinburgh, which is in the United Kingdom, and it creates over 2,700 jobs according to the Edinburgh Convention Bureau. So business tourism and conferencing accounts for around $120 million annually, with its value increasing year on year. It has been said that tourism is a big portion of the gross domestic profit, eventually the income of a country. Because okay, so I'm back, and for this topic, all about festival, I am ending the discussion with a work task that I am going to send to you later part. It's very simple, no? It's just a written work, and I just want to ask you insights about how or what are the factors that you're going to consider if you're going to organize a specific festival or an event. So I am leaving you with a comment. 20 years from now, the things in life you'll regret are those you didn't do. So eventually, what we are scared right now, it must not stop us from doing what we want in life, but instead let us use this present situation as a boost of confidence so that we can always move forward. So thank you, and let's move to another topic for today.